Good evening from Washington. I'm Larry O'Connor, and we have a special edition of O'Connor tonight, live from CPAC, Day 1 at National Harbor. And joining us is, well, you know this guy. He's Representative Byron Donalds from Florida, one of the most recognizable and frankly popular young congressmen in this new House majority. Yeah, you are. You're popular, not with the Democrats.
Listen, even some of the Dems like me, they just won't tell you publicly. But
I want to hear that story right now. It's Cori Bush, admit it.
Nah, it's probably not Cori. It's probably not Cori.
So this is exciting to be at CPAC. In fact, I think, have you been to a CPAC before as a sitting congressman? Because it was down in Florida a few times.
The Florida ones, the Dallas ones.
But here in D.C.?
First time here in D.C.,
That's
so it's going to be interesting to see this one.
And, of course, now you're in the majority. And is there a difference here in terms of the people at CPAC, the conservatives who are really excited about what the Republican majority can accomplish? It's been 2 months, and already I'm excited about the committee investigations I've seen.
Look, I think everybody's excited. You know, anytime you come off an election cycle, especially like what happened in the midterms, the expectations were high. I wanted more seats. I wanted to take back the Senate too. Mm-hmm. But the stuff that Republicans have committed to, Speaker McCarthy on down, that we're going to do, investigating the agencies, holding this administration accountable, not just with, random stuff like Hunter Biden's laptop, and I don't want to call it random, but the stuff where you have DOJ officials targeting parents, trying to advocate for their kids and their education, the DOJ going after pro-life advocates who just want to have their voices heard as well and trying to bring them up on trumped-up charges. We're going to get to the bottom of that. And at the end of the day, this is not a Republican-Democrat thing. We want an equal application of the law. No more, no less. Yeah. And I think that that's what obviously conservatives want, and I think that's what most Americans want.
It's so important because I think oftentimes in politics, you say, oh, okay, you're using the FBI as a weapon against us. Well, when we're in power, we'll use it as a weapon against you. That's not what Republicans are doing right now. Republicans are saying, stop, this is wrong.
Yeah, it is. And I think even with the investigations, obviously I hear the calls about impeach, the president or impeach that person. But I've been very clear. What we should be doing is using the investigations to let the evidence speak for itself. And then whatever conclusions come, then you take the necessary legal actions after you've examined all the evidence. Very different from how Nancy Pelosi ran things. Nancy Pelosi picked a target because of politics. Yep. She used every tool in her toolbox as speaker at the time and with her committees to go after Donald Trump. Everybody knows this. Like, it's not even, 5 years ago you might have said, oh no, that's crazy. No, that's a fact. But for the country to survive, we cannot go down that line. The committees have to do their work looking at evidence. Both sides of the aisle should be a part of examining that. And then at the end of the day, if the evidence suggests because of something that's clear and convincing, then you go ahead and make the necessary determinations, whether that's censoring, or whether it's actually using the budget process to keep agencies in a box and put them back where they're supposed to be, or even if you go as far as impeachment.
This Conservative Political Action Conference, these are grassroots conservatives from all around the country coming to the nation's capital. You're going to speak with them tomorrow at noon on the main stage. They want to hear a message of hope, of optimism, of what we can accomplish, not just with the Republican majority now, but winning the White House coming up next year. What are you going to tell them?
That even though things look really bad, and trust me, with Joe Biden, it's really bad, the heartbeat of America is very clear. Americans do want their children to be educated, not indoctrinated. Americans want to be energy independent again, and we can do it. It actually doesn't take much. We have to just get some obstacles out of the way. We do that. Not only do we go a long way to solving inflation, but we go a long way in actually helping our allies across the globe. Peace through strength. The doctrine that Ronald Reagan set up, that Donald Trump exemplified, is alive and well if you use it. It actually keeps us out of foreign entanglements. It keeps our adversaries at bay. And last but not least, power should not fully reside in Washington, D.C. It has to be in the hands of the American people. They have to use their own intuition, their own ingenuity, their own logic to make decisions. And all those decisions, those trillions of decisions, will continue to create the greatest economy the world has ever seen, which will make America the best country continuously the world has ever known.
Oh, that's a good practice for your speech tomorrow. They're going to like that, I assure you. You're going to get a lot of applause lines there.
I might have given you too much.
Lock that in right there.
I've given you too much. We're pulling it back.
You mentioned Ronald Reagan. People should remember that it took a disaster like Jimmy Carter, and I know he's ill and in poor health, but his presidency was a disaster. It took the destruction of our economy under President Carter to bring us Ronald Reagan. So as bad as things are, as you said, sometimes it's got to get bad so you can get the solution.
Unfortunately, sometimes that's the case. Yeah. But I think there's another piece of that. There's something going on, I think, amongst the electorate, and it's not just conservatives. I think the American people just want to get back to what works. I think we're coming to the end of the personalization of politics, the personal targeting of people in politics. I think everybody's getting sick of it. Let's just do the work and let the work speak for itself.
You did something, and our viewers don't know this because they don't watch MSNBC, because why bother? But Joy Reid, she's kind of a nasty person. She went after you. She went after you because you're a black man. She attacked you, and you said, Joy, let's talk. And to her credit, she had you on the show, and you tried to, at the very least, make your case and try to find some common ground. How important is it for you to do something like that? Do you think other conservatives should do that?
I do. And I think this is where the future of the country comes in for me. It's going to take liberals and conservatives to figure this thing out. It's going to take us getting past the personalities and getting to the stuff that really matters. Because the $30 trillion in debt, it's not going anywhere. It's only going to keep going up. China is not going anywhere. They're only going to get more emboldened. Russia, they ain't going anywhere. They're only going to become more of a problem in that region of the world. We have to lead. And a house, the Bible says, this ain't me, this is the Bible. A house divided upon itself can't stand. We have to find a way to come together. So I'm not afraid of talking to anybody. We can have that conversation. We can do it in front of the cameras. We can do it behind closed doors. I'm fine with that because at the end of the day, logic and reason has to win.
So no national divorce for you, Congressman.
No national divorces.
I'm going to get you in trouble now.
Uh-oh.
You're a Florida Republican. That's where the action is right now. Everyone's excited about Florida, about the Republican Party in Florida. Should your governor be here? Should your Governor DeSantis, be on this stage talking some of the great optimistic successes about what's happened in Florida, just like you're going to?
Yeah, actually, I think he should be here. And I'm not going to comment on his schedule. I don't know. I understand my schedule is wild, but he should be here absolutely because CPAC is where the grassroots and the activists in our party, they come. And my success, his success, President Trump's success, none of it is possible without the people who are in this convention center, who are active, who cheer for us, who sometimes get on us, hold us accountable. We can't do anything without them.
What's one thing you like about Washington, D.C.? I know we're all supposed to hate D.C., but it's not that bad a town, is it? Have you found a good restaurant? Have you found anything?
Actually, no. There's a good. I don't want to say it. It's not really soul food. It's like comfort food.
Okay.
Oohs and ahs. It's up on Georgia. One on Georgia Street, one on U Street. I love it. The fried catfish. Oh man.
All right.
Oh yes.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oohs and ahs, it's called.
Oohs and ahs.
All
Oohs and ahs. Get some.
There's a freebie for oohs and ahs. Now they see everyone's going to go to oohs and ahs now, and they're going to say, Congressman Donalds says I should go. All right. Great talking with you. Thank you for being here. There's more to come with our live coverage from CPAC. Keep it here. You're watching O'Connor Tonight on Salem News Channel.